Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be taking a look at a couple of knives from a designer that I've been following for some time, and I decided to go ahead and pick up some of the designs that he's collaborated with Boker here. So you see these 4 boxes here. They're all his collaborations with Boker, and then this one is actually one of his own that I picked up directly from his site. And that designer, it goes by the name of Darriel Caston. Some of you might know him as DRocket. He has a really awesome presence on Instagram, so if you guys want to check out some of his work and stuff like that, he constantly posts every day on Instagram all his collaborations and everything that he's working on. So I got a chance to see some of his stuff at Blade Show a couple of years back, and I've been following it off and on. Some of his custom stuff is really awesome, especially when he gets into the etching, when he gets some people to etch different things on his knives and stuff like that. They are really awesome. So I went on a little bit of a kick and I decided to pick up a couple different options of his designs. Obviously, because I went the Boker or Boker Plus routes, they are a lot more affordable than some of his custom stuff. But I am quickly kind of working my way up to getting something a little bit more custom from him. So this is going to be a slightly longer video just because I want to go ahead and showcase the different knives. I thought about doing individual videos for each knife, but I figured because they're all by the same designer, it would be better just to kind of group it into one video. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Boker ones first, and then we'll leave his for last. We're going to go ahead and start with this one here. I actually have the Boker website pulled up just so I can give you the actual specs for everything. So this one here is model number 01B0 or BO, sorry, 366. So 01BO366, and this one goes by the name BabyX. So this is actually the first one that I picked up. I thought it looked really interesting when he actually posted that they had dropped on the Boker site. So I went on there, logged on, and I went ahead and picked it up, and here it is. Alright, so cool little guy here. This is a really awesome design in my opinion, just because it's kind of like a mini gentleman's knife, but it has a lot going for it. So as you can see, the handle material is actually stainless steel, but it's almost like this fluted effect on there, which is really cool. And then on the kind of flat surfaces here, the design actually goes the other way. So the effect here is going this way versus right up here to include the kind of thumb stud there, I guess, or the flipper tab, I should say. The lines are going this way, and then the same thing over here at the top of the blade. So that is looks really cool. You do have a small little incorporated lanyard hole right there, and then you have a nice deep right pocket clip, which makes it really easy to carry. Very lightweight. This guy actually comes in at 1.66 ounces. It is designed to be a flipper, so that's how you would access the blade. I have a little bit of trouble just because it has pretty tight tolerances as far as the detent goes, but I'll go ahead and try it here on camera, see if I can get it. And I did not. So I'll go ahead and open it up and not bore you with me trying to do it again. So as you can see, really awesome looking blade there. This is a D2 blade, and you do have a nice, I would say, I'd call it a fuller right there. It is on either side. The jimping goes all the way from the top of the handle here, and then it transitions onto the back of the blade right there, almost all the way up to the middle of the blade there. This is obviously a Wharncliffe blade, so it is nice and straight. You do have a pretty usable tip right there, so if you wanted to go ahead and pierce packages to open them up or something like that, you can go ahead and do that with this blade. Now, as far as the overall length, you have 4.09 inches, and then the blade length is 1.57 inches, so right under 2 inches. So this is going to be perfect again for a gentleman's carry, an office carry, or anything like that. You do have a frame lock right there, and lockup is nice and tight, rock solid. It is not going anywhere. You can go ahead and disengage it and close it very nicely. So again, this is a really nice, what I would consider kind of gentleman's carry knife. Again, with a little bit of texture on it to give it that little extra flair. Let's try that flipper tab again. Let's see if I can get it this time. Oh, I just have to work at it. So really cool for the first one that I actually picked up from him. I really do enjoy it. So we'll go ahead and set this one off to the side. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next one. So after I saw him mention that this was dropping, this one was actually the next one that he mentioned that was dropping on the Boker site. So, or actually, did I get it from the Boker site? I can't remember where I got it from, but they are available directly from Boker if you want to, or I think Amazon might carry them as well. So if you guys are interested, you can look on it there. This is model number 01BO489. And this one has a pretty interesting name, and I hope I don't butcher it. It is called the Suseki. Hopefully that's how you say it, Suseki. So again, nice little blade here. Now obviously this one has more of an, in my opinion, an organic look to it with this kind of oval shape, as opposed to the BabyX here is very angular with the straight lines. But this one is really, really cool. Again, this one is called the Suiseki. This one is also very lightweight. It's 2.26 ounces, and that is due to the nice little G10 handle material here on this side, and then you obviously have this stainless steel on the other side. So the stainless steel does add a little bit of weight, but the G10 makes it look really, really nice. It's black G10, has a really nice grain to it, and again, a nice deep right pocket clip. So I would, consider this a gentleman's carry also. But again, just depending on the type of look that you wanted to go with. You do have a flipper tab here as well with a little bit of jimping right on it, and then some jimping on the top of the blade here. Let's see if I can deploy this one a little bit better. Yep, there we go. So really, really cool looking blade there. It's a what I would say a chisel ground. So you have the grind on one side of the blade here, and then it's flat on the other side here. So really, really nice. Let me go ahead and show you guys the markings here on the blade. So again, this one is Boker, and then on the opposite side you do have the designer's mark there, the little rocket for DRocket. So it looks really awesome. This is D2 blade steel as well. So again, these are pretty good for your normal small EDC tasks that these knives would be better suited for. Again, there is no point to this, so you don't have to worry about sticking into anything or anything like that. But this little point right here, where the kind of Warncliffe blade straight edge there, you can kind of pierce a little bit to go ahead and open up a package or something like that. So lockup is nice thanks to that frame lock as well, and then you disengage it and it closes right back in there. Really, really nice tolerances. Again, being knives coming from Boker, but the designs are really, really awesome. It is open in the back right here, so if you do have to clean it out or anything like that, you can go ahead and do that very, very easily. Again, 2.26 ounces, very, very light. As far as the overall length on this guy is 4.21 inches, and then you do have a blade of 1.54 inches. Again, right underneath the 2 inches for both of these here, so perfect for small, lightweight EDC gentleman's carry, in my opinion. So that is the Suseki from Darriel Caston. So taking a look at the next model that really, really caught my eye. This is actually one that I saw at SHOT Show earlier this year. I saw it, I didn't even know that it was a design of his, and then when I saw that it was, when I got home, I went ahead and picked it up. Oh, sorry. This one is serial number 01BO361, and this one is called the Shamsher. This particular one is available in a couple different handle options, this one being the G10 handle option. Again, the Shamsher G10. Really, really interesting knife. This one is G10 on both sides. Very, very slim. No pocket clip on this one. So this is obviously, in my opinion, again, a nice little gentleman's carry. You do have a little bit of a lanyard spot right here. So if you wanted to drop a lanyard on there, I would probably do so because it'll give you a little bit better grip on the knife. You have a little, what I would call a flipper tab, but this is actually an automatic flipper tab. So basically what you do is when you pull back on this, it actually deploys the blade like an automatic would. But again, it's more in a flipper tab style. So when you pull that back, it deploys that blade. Really, really awesome looking blade. Again, this is being D2 blade steel on here. It does have a nice belly as it comes up right here, and then a pretty nice little point there. As you can see, this one is a little bit larger than the other one, so I do get about a 3-finger grip on this. The flipper tab actually acts like a kind of like a thumb stub, a little thumb ramp here. So I'm very, very comfortable to be able to do whatever it is that you need to do. But if you were to add that lanyard on there, then it'll give you a little bit more for that fourth finger or your pinky to actually rest on if you're going to go ahead and use it. Again, this does have the rocket right there, the markings. This one is a collaboration between Darriel Caston and Stan Moses. I'm hoping I'm saying that. Again, I'm reading it off the site right there, but really, really cool design. Now this one has an overall length of 4.84 inches. The blade length is a little bit longer than the other two. This one is actually 1.97 inches, and then the weight is at 2.19 ounces. So again, very, very lightweight. This one does have a liner lock. You have these steel liners in the middle there. You have a little bit of a cutout so your finger can get to the liner lock and disengage the blade, and you can go ahead and close it. There is going to be a little bit of a retention because it is an automatic, so you're resetting that spring to be able to go ahead and deploy it again. This one does have a serial number printed on the top. Mine is 1304, so that is really, really cool. And then right in the bottom right here, I don't know if you guys can make it out, it says D2, which is your blade steel. Now this one, it has a fidget factor that is really, really off the charts. I just love when, you know, pulling back on the flipper tab here and then deploying that blade and hearing that kind of click into place. So it feels really, really awesome. Very, very thin. This one I could easily see dropping into kind of like that 5th coin pocket in your jeans or right down into your pants, because again, it is in your pants pocket. So if you're wearing slacks or dress pants or something like that, this will fit in there very nicely. And at 2.19 ounces, you're not going to feel it in your pocket. So that is a really cool one. Again, that is the Shamsher, this particular one being in the G10 model. All right, so taking a look at the last one from the Boker line. This is also another one that I saw when I was at SHOT Show earlier this year, 2023. And this one is serial number or model number 01B0392. And as you can see, the name is right here. It's called the Harlock Mini, and this one is an automatic knife also. So it's a little bit larger box, and when you get inside, this one actually came with a Boker Plus pouch, which is really, really cool. So when you get into the pouch, you have your knife right here. You actually have 2 slots, one here and one here. The knife comes in one, and then you actually have another slot up here with a little bit of printed material, and then it does come in wrapping paper here from Boker Plus. Again, this is the Harlock Mini, and I just really, really like the color contrast on this particular knife. That's what really caught my eye when I first saw it, and that is this kind of matte black on the aluminum handle materials, and then this almost like rose gold on everything else. So you have a safety right here because this isn't an automatic. You have your push button right there, your pivot screw, and then your set screw in the back here. Really, really cool. I love that color combination between the matte black and then the rose gold. You do have your pocket clip right here. Very interesting pocket clip. It almost looks like a pen, like the clip on a pen, and that's what I saw to me. But again, it matches the aesthetics of the knife very, very nicely. As I mentioned, this is a lock that you have right here because it is an automatic. The lock is it protrudes a lot, which is nice because it lets you get to it very, very easily with your thumb right there. But then it almost kind of blocks the mechanism right there, the push button to activate it. So that is good too. You do have this integrated pocket clip, I would call, or not pocket clip, sorry, integrated lanyard hole, but it's very, very large. So this would definitely benefit from having some sort of ornamental or ornate lanyard to it. I think it would give it a really nice look, but it'll also help with holding on to this knife. All right, go ahead and take off the safety here and push the button to deploy the blade. And there it is, flies out very, very nicely. Very nice and acute point on this blade right here. You do have a fuller that runs all the way down to the end of the blade right there. So it's a very, very usable blade for a majority of EDC tasks. Again, if you have to go ahead and pierce a package to open it, open up some mail and stuff like that, the Harlock Mini here is going to serve you very, very well. So as far as the dimensions on this, the overall length is 4.92 inches. You have a blade length of 2.05 inches, so just over 2 inches. So again, great for EDC tasks. And then the weight is 2.19 ounces. So again, very, very lightweight. So the handle here is a very unique shape. It's nice and wide right up here to kind of match the width of the blade and stuff like that. But then it tapers down all the way down really, really skinny here. So it is very comfortable to hold on. But as you can see, I am barely getting that third finger on the blade right there. My pinky is definitely floating off. So as I mentioned earlier, I think this would definitely benefit from having a lanyard on there, something long enough to wrap around that pinky finger, that fourth finger there, to give you a little bit better grip and a little bit better something to hold on to when you're using the blade here. Now this particular blade is actually 154 cm as far as the material goes. So you're getting a little bit more premium steel on this one here. Again, you do have your Boker logo right there. And then Darriel Caston's logo, so it's the DRocket right there, which is really nice. And then 154 cm at the top of the blade right there. Now this is also, since it is an automatic, it's also considered a push button lock. So you push the same button down to go ahead and close the blade. There is a tiny bit of tension as you set that spring back there, but it is ready to go ahead and use, and it fires really, really nice. So really, really awesome design. Again, I fell in love with his designs, and I was pretty happy that I was able to pick up quite a few of these directly from Boker or anywhere where you would find Boker knives. But I did want to go ahead and get something that was directly from him. So he does have a website. I'll leave that link below in case you guys are interested. Again, I don't like spending so much money, or I don't really spend money on very expensive knives, but he did have something on Instagram that he was having a special on one of his knives. So I decided to go ahead and take advantage of that, and that is this one here. So as you guys can see, it comes in this really nice tough case here. It does have his logo right in the front right there, which is that DRocket. So this was really, really cool packaging. But again, this is why it's good to follow artists and designers and things like that on social media, especially places like Instagram, because they're always posting stuff, and you want to make sure that you take advantage of when they do sales and discounts and stuff like that. So this particular one, I'll go ahead and open it up so you guys can see it. So this is a model from him. It is called the Jupiter, and this particular one is in carbon fiber. So this is the carbon fiber Jupiter EDC folder. So I was looking for something in carbon fiber when he actually posted that these were having a little bit of a discount. So I definitely looked out because I was looking for something in carbon fiber and I wanted something from him directly. So I jumped on it very, very quickly, and I am so glad that I have this in my collection now. So again, this is called the Jupiter EDC folder. It is very sleek, which is nice. Obviously real carbon fiber on both sides. There is no pocket clip on this one, so I actually went ahead and threw a lanyard on it already. I did have this bead from, I forgot where I picked it up, and I thought it matched really, really nice with the carbon fiber look of the knife, so I decided to go ahead and throw this on there. It is not necessary, but this serves as a kind of ornamental look to the knife itself. But also, if I have this like in a pouch or something like that, it helps me have something, a little something more to go ahead and pull it out. So you do have the lanyard hole right there, which is created by the actual carbon fiber handles on either side, and then your back spacer right here. I like the color combination that he chose on this one, which is this kind of olive green for the back spacer, and it kind of goes through the whole length of the knife, and then it wraps around the bottom all the way up to the front right here. You do have what I would call, again, they're supposed to be thumb studs, but they're not real studs. It's this really interesting look to them, which is actually the same color as the backspacer, that kind of olive green. So you have them on both sides. So that is a really cool look. I've never had a knife with any type of studs that way. So basically what you do is you just kind of bring your thumb up to the corner right there, and as you push on it, you can go ahead and deploy the blade. The blade deploys very, very fast, very smooth, which is really nice. It flips, as butter. You know, he mentions that in his description of the knife. It flips as smooth as butter, and it's a nice looking blade. Check out that blade. So this is going to be a VG10 blade. I'm not exactly sure what I would call this blade shape. So if you guys have an idea of what it would be called, please leave it in the comment section below. I would love to know. You do have a fuller on the top right here on either side, but really, really awesome blade. You do have a belly right in the front right there. Not too much of a tip or anything like that, but this slices, and it came razor sharp, as your knife should be, right from him. So that was really cool. Now in the little section down here, which is I guess it creates a choil, I would call it. You have, I want to say it's the serial number, so this is a 062, so I'm guessing that might be the serial number for this particular knife. And then on the other side, you do have VG10, which is your blade steel. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. Now, as far as closing this blade, so disengaging the blade, it's a really interesting mechanism. So you have this button right here, and it has his logo right on there, so his rocket there. And basically what you do is, this is actually a liner lock, and I don't know if you guys can make it out, but it's a liner lock, and then the button actually pushes the liner out of the way. So as you push on the button right here, I don't know if you guys can see it right in there, it's actually pushing that liner out of the way to go ahead and close the blade. So I'll push on that, and I'll be able to go ahead and close the blade, and there it is. So it is definitely a two-handed closing blade, because you have to go ahead and push the button with one hand and then close the other one, and then as you're closing you have to let go so that it's not in the way of you closing the blade. So it is two-handed, but again, this is what I would definitely carry as far as a gentleman's carry. And I know I keep on using that term with a lot of the knives, but because of the size and the look of everything, that's just instinctively what I see them as. I see them as EDC knives, but I see them as gentleman carry knives. You could easily carry any of these 5 knives on a regular daily basis with shorts and jeans and stuff like that, but I just kind of see them in that role. So, you know, that's why I keep saying that. But again, really nice weight on this. So you're looking at a overall length of 6.65 inches, and then the cutting edge on the blade right here is actually 3 inches. So this is what he's considering a semi-custom. So he says that a lot of hard work goes into the look of these knives, and you could definitely see that. So again, if you guys are interested, I'm going to leave a link below to his site where you can find any of his semi-custom and custom things, custom knives, just so you guys can see his work if you're not familiar with it. Obviously, all the other ones that came directly from Boker Plus, or you can find anywhere where Boker Plus knives are sold, you can go ahead and find those at your, preferred knife retailer. But I will leave a link to his website in case you want to check out his own stuff. So let me go ahead and close this blade, because again, it is razor sharp. I don't want to cut myself by mistake. So I just wanted to go ahead and showcase this. I know a lot of these knives might have already been presented in other videos on YouTube and stuff like that, but as I mentioned, I've been following his stuff for some time. And when I saw that he started posting that some of these knives became available, or I saw these knives at SHOT Show earlier this year, I decided to go ahead and start picking up some of them, and then basically working my way up to some of his more custom, more pricey things, starting with the carbon fiber Jupiter EDC folder here. I definitely see myself picking up some of his other stuff in the future, just because some of the etching and artwork and lines that he does with his designs is really awesome. So there it is. That was just a look at some of the knives that I've picked up recently from Darriel Caston, or DRocket. Those are his designs, and then his knife itself. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.